Hey everyone, welcome to the first ever episode of Uncovering the A.R.C. I'm Nik.
And I'm Steven, and we are
the Autumndale Paranormal Investigation Team.
So, in 2015, there was a brief leak of information about a government agency that has been suspected of being in our town for decades.
It was only up for a few minutes, but luckily I was able to save some of the files. They say it was leaked by a disgruntled worker from the Blackbird Asylum. How it correlates with the Autumndale Reconditioning Center, we don't know yet, but we will find out.
We have theories about several of the cases, including the Church of Lilith murders, one of the many crimes that led people to end up in Blackbird Asylum, real-life monsters, and hauntings.
Hauntings, though, is where we'll be starting tonight. We'll be heading out into the field to one of the most haunted homes in Autumndale.
Journey with us to Diedrich Manor. Alright guys, here we are, about to set up.
Hold on just 1 second.
The hell is that?
It's sage. For the evil we may encounter in there, we're definitely going to need it. My buddy Justin sends it to me on the regular.
Whatever, let's get set up. Alright, so now we got cameras set up in all the rooms that are supposed to have the most activity. Nick, would you like to give us some backstory?
Okay, so Wolfgang von Diedrich was born in Autumndale in 1876. His father was the only doctor and was usually in the town most of the day dealing with most of minors' illnesses.
Like podiatrists?
Like minors.
Oh, like Cole.
Yeah, like that. Anyway, he grew up mostly with his mother Maribel, who was usually pretty freaking cruel to him. She would make sure he did his studies to carry on the family tradition, but then continually make him work as a housemaid. Yeah, like making him dress up in like a maid's costume and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So, but I don't think it was her fault. Entirely, anyway. The rumor is she used to wear part of a small green stone around her neck, which was rumored to be part of the, now get this, legendary Tear of Lilith, which later on life Wolfgang made it into a ring.
Okay, so he was raised a little rough, but he was still better off than most of the commoners, right?
Well, let's skip ahead a little bit about that. So in 1911, after his father passed from yellow fever and his mother was soon to follow, he inherited the family business as well as the house. What he didn't know his whole childhood was that, this is my freaking favorite part, was that the basement downstairs doubled as an embalming room and a place where they prepared the bodies of the dead in Autumndale.
Wait, so Diedrich Manor is actually Diedrich Funeral Parlor?
Yeah, okay, so 1913 rolls around, he's married with a 4-year-old. He is the most wealthy doctor in the state, things are going pretty good for him, except reports of his wife saying something was up when he would wear the ring. It was almost like a Jekyll and Hyde sort of situation. So, let's see, then the unexpected happened. Caroline Diedrich dies of scarlet fever.
So, you're telling me that's gotta be embarrassing. You're the town's only doctor, and you can't even save your own wife's life?
Can you at least let me finish the story before you piss something off?
Sorry. Go on.
Okay, so this is where it starts to get really freaking crazy. 3 months after his wife dies, his son gets sick also, and he absolutely loses his shit. From then on, every time he visited a house call, they said he looked tired and progressively more mad. Also, the death rate of the average people in Autumndale was rising. He would go to an average call and end up quarantining the whole freaking family. Later, police would come to find that he was making them sick by injecting them with some sort of cocktail of drugs that make them appear like they were dead. Yeah. So, what was really going on is he was rapidly losing his son. He would take the lives of these people into the basement and perform sick experiments, opening them up, trying to find a way to preserve the human soul so he could save his son.
Jesus, man, that's absolutely insane.
Well, in 1914, his son eventually died, but the murders didn't stop there. Curious as to what was going on, an officer followed him home one night. One peek at the piles of massacred bodies in the basement through a small window, and he tossed his fucking cookies. He did everything he could to get a backup team up there as quickly as possible, but they ended up sentencing Diedrich to 3 lifetimes in Blackbird Asylum, as he was too dangerous to be put into the prison system. They say that not only did he come home to be with his family in death, but literally hundreds of people roam lost trying to find their way home.
Well, let's try to help him.
God, I hate you sometimes.
You ready to start doing some EVPs? Bob, you got extra batteries on you, right?
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Okay, so let's go ahead and head downstairs to what was the embalming room. I guess they kept up with it pretty well until the 1960s, until it fell into disrepair. Currently, the Historical Society is trying to redo all of this, so I guess they're just using it for storage. So we should probably be careful, because we don't, trip over anything, bust our asses or whatever. So.
Okay, after you do.
So here we are, about to start some EVP sessions. You got any questions you would like to ask?
No, I'm gonna go around and take some EMF readings. See.
Okay.
We're gonna take a shot.
Always. Gotta find any of the orbs. Alright, Wolfgang. If you are here, make your presence known. How'd you like your job? How many bodies did you have to embalm at a time? Was it hard work? Easy? How'd it feel when your own wife died?
Really?
Trying to ask the hard-hitting questions.
Definitely hard hitting. Diedrich? Are you here with us right now?
Wolfgang, sir. Make your presence known. We're cool people. Or at least one of us is.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
It's open to interpretation.
What did you do to this thing?
Your toy's not mine.
Okay, yeah, but you were the one that was using it, and I'm just getting some really weird background readings.
Maybe it's Wolfgang. Dr. Diedrich, sir. Paging Dr. Diedrich. The operating room is yours. I can make a fresh body. You can come and embalm it.
Come here real quick. Stand here. Let's see. Back up. You feel a cold spot.
This is weird.
Wolfgang, is that you?
How do you feel about the Historical Society being back in your home? This was your place of work as well. Does it make you upset?
Jesus.
That was not my fault.
Well, that's not background EMF either, so... I mean, that was hitting like...
Hard?
Well... Well, see, because look, now it's gone. I can't find it again.
You moving around, buddy?
It was literally spiking at a 10.
Let your presence know. Spank the paranormal dog on the butt.
Is that you messing with my meter?
This nice little thing in my hand is a device that we can use to hear what you say afterwards. Or if you say it loud enough, maybe before. That is impressive.
Sitting.
You got that much energy, buddy, but you can't say anything?
It's gone. It literally hit an 8, spiked up to a 10, and it's gone. It's sitting right at a 2, which is pretty much just regular background.
Okay, I was about to say, can you put that in normal people terms?
Well, battery's drained.
Well, that was fast. If you
Yeah.
got that kind of energy, buddy, you can talk to us.
You hear that?
What was that? This is starting to weird me out.
I think something's moving around upstairs. Quick, dude, we should take a picture.
Oh, jeez.
Wolfgang?
Dr. Diedrich.
It's spiking. It's literally.
Trying to ask the hard hitting questions.
Definitely hard hitting. Definitely. Definitely hard.
You got that much energy, buddy, but you can't say anything?
It's gone.
Alright, so now I think we should move up to the son's room and try to get some, one at a time solo time in there. Maybe we can get some responses.
You're seriously gonna sit by yourself in a room and try to get EVPs?
I'm not as firm as you are, so.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down. I don't mind being in the dark and talking to ghosts at all.
Then by all means, let's go. Wait. I want to go first.
Why do you want to go first?
Because I want to piss off the ghost before you go in.
Great. Something for me to clean up. Again. Haha.
Alright, so we're going to set this one down right here. Ooh, nice. Maybe this will help speak. Alright, little Diedrichs. How are you doing today? Does it upset you at all that I'm up here in your room? You don't got any toys anymore. Does that make you upset? How do you feel about your dad being an evil asshole? That's up to speculation, but I'd say so.
So, Steve's in there right now. And I really wish that he would take things more seriously, because I have to go in right after that. Him in there just pushing buttons, picking at things. I mean, it's okay to be a skeptic, but you gotta be careful.
How do you feel about your mom dying before you? Basically because your dad sucked as a doctor. Did you like trains? Were trains even around then? You like little toys? Died at what, 6? Had to suck? How'd you feel about the funeral parlor downstairs? Must have been sad when your mom passed away. You want to talk about it? Uncle Steve's got a nice shoulder you can cry on. A few devices you can speak into, state your piece. How do you feel about the Historical Society remodeling? You glad they at least kept your room? Did you ever go down to the basement where we weren't supposed to go? Did you see what was going on down there? Let your Uncle Steve know, man. I'm open ears, open heart. Alright, well, I'll say this was a bust. Maybe they'll have a better outlook. Whoa. Don't do that. Get in there.
Did you get spooked?
Yeah.
You gonna get food? No thanks, guy.
Have fun. I think they might be a little angry.
Heinrich? Can you come talk to me for a minute? You can either talk into this little device or the one I put on the bed. How are you feeling? Wolfgang, are you here too? What about Caroline? I know that a lot of tragedies happened here that may be hard for you guys to talk about, but I would really like to have a conversation with you guys. I mean you no harm. Heinrich? Do you have something you want to say to me or something you want to say to your daddy and your mommy?
I bet Nick's in there shitting their pants right now. I had a little fun with the ghost, you know, poking some buttons, you know, if they're actually there. Maybe, you know, Nick will actually get something. Doubt it.
I know that you tried really hard to save your family. Is there anything that you want to say to them? Don't know if you can still communicate with them now, but I'm sure that they loved you. Heinrich, did you like to play with toys? Would you like to go outside? What was your favorite game? Do you miss your parents? God, it's getting really hot in here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling a little weird. It's just hot. Give me a second, I'll be fine.
Steve? Steve? Hey, Steve, we got an issue, man.
Something? Whoa.
No, we got some.
Whoa, you alright? Hey, Nick, you okay?
I think it's time to get out of here, man.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. Come on, Nick, let's get out of here. Come on.
Of course Nick thinks we picked something up. I don't know. What do you think?
How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? While Steve is doing his EVP sessions, after clearing up the sound, you can clearly hear a giggle.
Did you like trains? Were trains even around then? You like little toys? Were trains even around then? You know, like little toys? Were trains even around then? You know, like little toys?
Nick thinks this shadow is the spirit of Diedrich. What do you see?
Hundreds of people roam lost, trying to find their way home. Hundreds of people roam lost, trying to find their way home. Hundreds of people roam lost, trying to find their way home.
Welcome back, everyone. After what we experienced last week, we decided to take a break before we finished up. You feeling alright, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine, but I will say that I'll never be going back there again.
Trust me, I was kind of a skeptic until last night. But we want to thank you guys for tuning in this week.
Join us next week when we interview the 2 surviving members of Philip Morris's family as we review the strange case we call Permanent Solutions.
Until then, question everything.
And we'll see you in the dark.